Every moment has something to teach us, Sagittarius, even though so often, very understandably, we want to run away from some of them. Hi, Sag. Thanks for stopping by at Zero's Journey. I'm Madeline. So we're going to get into the story of September for you in just a second. But as you can tell, we are kicking off with your mission statement from Spirit, which this month is Underworld. So, Underworld, let's talk about it. It's different than hell, right? Like if we think about Greek mythology and what they consider to be the underworld, the house of souls, right? When we leave this plane, we go to another. There is, what Spirit is saying for you, Sag, is there is an aspect of us that lives in the underworld, that lives in the in-between space, because we are always transforming, right? Unless we're stagnating, which doesn't tend to be a Sagittarian problem. We'll talk about it if it comes up, but Spirit is talking about the aspect of this that is always in the fires of transformation, of going from one phase to another, right? Like a phase transition, like earth to, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, that sort of shit. Like we're all made of stars, but we might all be in different stages of our starburst. Okay. So, the underworld. Some of us are more comfortable there than others. If you are a Sagittarius who happens to have some heavy Scorpio placements, you might be more comfortable with being kind of in the void, in the liminal space before rebirth. But some of you might be more fiery and more bright and might have a little bit more of a problem with being confused or with being unsure or being in between. But thankfully, you're a mutable sign, Sagittarius. So one of your best qualities and characteristics is adaptability. So we're in the underworld. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to sort through and compost? There's a difference between dirt and soil for those of you Sagittarians who didn't know. Dirt doesn't have any minerals, it doesn't have any life, it doesn't have any richness, so nothing can grow there. But soil is full of iron and magnesium and all the things that is required for something healthy to grow from it, right? For something to burst from its shell and ultimately see the sun. So from the underworld comes all life. And you spring best into life when you are willing to create nutrients from where you've been, to compost what some might see as waste, right? Old relationships, failed dreams, faded goals and aspirations that no longer suit you. We can let them hang around and rot, or we can get some air into them, we can move them around, we can sort it out. For those of you who are at all familiar with what composting is, it's taking organic matter, it's taking coffee grounds and banana peels and eggshells and shit, and putting them in their own place, right? And airing them out, giving them room so that they can actually break all the way down, not just into mess, but into substantiveness, nutrients, again, something that life can grow from. You're in the underworld, Sagittarius, so what needs to be released? What needs to be composted so that you can grow the next thing? So that the rebirth can come? What is the underworld teaching you? If it feels like something is just like trial after trial, or even like loss after loss, just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Take some time to reflect. What is this moment showing me? If this were a movie, right? And this is what Spirit is saying. If this were a movie or a book, you know how we're in English class or whatever, and the teacher is analyzing what it means that the color of the curtains are blue in this scene. If you were analyzing your life like that, like a poem or a movie, what would it be showing you? The way my relationship is going right now rhymes with the relationship I had with my father. Or, oh wow, like I can't believe I got treated like this yet again, or whatever, for the good or the bad or the ugly, all the things. What is your life telling you? What is its symbology telling you right now? And very importantly, what needs to be let go so that you can be reborn? What part of you needs to die so that you can be reborn? What needs to be burned through so that you can shine? Phoenix fire type shit, okay? You're a fire sign, Sagittarius, so the underworld for you means Phoenix fire, okay? Let's get into the story of your month. Let's see how Spirit wants to guide you through this mission statement, through the underworld. Spirit, what do you want to share with Sagittarius in the month of September? What do they need to know about where they are, where they're headed, and where they've been, so that they can best get there? What do they need to know? What gifts, what challenges, what energies are present? What do they need to know for their highest good, Spirit, for their highest good in the month of September? Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, and dominant folks. What do they need to know? Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon, rising, and dominant folks in the month of September, Spirit. What is the story? What do they need to know for their highest good? Oh, okay. Let's see. What do we got here? One more, please, Spirit, for Sag. One more for Sag. Whew. Well, that was easy. Okay. Sagittarius. For their highest good, Spirit. Beautiful energy to open with. Oof, there's that, the ruler of the underworld themselves, the devil. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about it. And if you don't know much about tarot, I just want to say right up front, Sagittarius, that the devil is nothing to be, afraid of. And that whoa was for a beautiful thing, totally unrelated. Whoa. The devil does not represent evil. The devil does not represent bad. The devil only represents the quote-unquote bad that we can do to ourselves. The way we can shame ourselves, blame ourselves, hold ourselves back, undermine ourselves, attach ourselves. You notice these lovely people's chains. We can attach ourselves to the devil's block. We can scapegoat ourselves. We can give in, I'll say it that way, with no blame, shame, or judgment, because we don't do that on this channel. We can give in to our darker desires, habits, addictions, you know, all of which the devil represents, those earthly desires, the temptations we have. But it's important for you to know that Spirit does not, in my experience, make a lot of, my experience with Spirit is not Spirit saying, oh my God, you're drinking, like that's bad, or even you're doing drugs, that's bad. It's, are you hurting yourself with the drink or the drugs or the sex or the whatever? Those things in themselves are not bad. Although we can use them to hurt ourselves, we can use them to devalue or undermine ourselves. That's when it starts becoming devilish, right? So what, now it doesn't have to be one of those classics, right? Sex, drugs, rock and roll. Those are some of the classics. It could be workaholism. It could be really shitty, terrible self-talk that is mimicking the programming that was given to you as a child. You know what I'm saying? Or beliefs that you have about yourself that have been reaffirmed by outside relationships, because, spoiler alert, we find ourselves attracted to, not just romantically, just in general, people that will put us through the paces of where we've been before, unless we are super fucking conscious and doing our best to bring to light everything in us that wants to hide in the dark. So maybe we escape feelings of loneliness by eating too much or drinking too much or smoking too much or whatevering too much, right? The point is not, wow, I'm such a terrible person because I'm drinking or smoking or having sex or whatever. The thing is, oh, fuck, I'm lonely. Ooh, that's uglier than having a bunch of sex or taking a bunch of drugs, right? Ooh, it's even uglier for me to acknowledge I feel depressed or I feel unhappy in my current life, and to change that would mean some real fucking shit, would mean some real spiritual heavy lifting, would mean going through pain and exploration and growth and ooh, that's fucking scary. Let me just take another drink real quick and then I'll just forget about that. Do you know what I'm saying? So how might you be scapegoating yourself, or how might you be scapegoating something or someone in your life in order to avoid what is really going on? I will just put that question to you. This is not an invitation to blame, shame, judge yourself, as I said. That would be the worst thing to do. When the devil is present in your reading, it's like, hey, you know what the antidote for the devil is compassion. When you want to shame yourself or someone else, because again, fucking spoiler alert, when you want to shame someone else, that old thing that your fucking second grade teacher said is true. When you point one finger, you're pointing three back at yourself. Not to say you're doing the exact thing that you're pointing at the person for doing. It is an invitation to be like, am I, by criticizing this person or judging this person, am I trying to alleviate some guilt or shame or unacknowledged desire within myself? So for example, we all know, right, people who blame or shame other people for like being really beautiful and putting their body on the internet, or being really rich and enjoying it publicly, or whatever it is. There's a lot of people who react very strongly and want to shame, you know, like, what an attention whore, why do you need to put your body on the internet, or whatever. Why do we feel the need to put that energy into the world? Is it because there is some part of us that is like, well, damn, I wish I felt that good about myself. I wish I was like so proud of my body that I was posting a picture of me in my bathing suit because I just feel that awesome. Maybe that's not true. I'm not trying to assume or judge for you, but I'm saying we all know somebody who that is the thing. When they're talking about how this person doesn't deserve to be successful and they're so much smarter and they're so much this and that than that person, it's like, are you maybe mad that that person believes in themselves enough to go ahead and do the thing, like with their talent, that you're maybe a little afraid to do the thing? Do you know what I'm saying, Sag? I hope. It's tricky when we talk about this devil shit, because I'm, again, not trying to make anybody feel... look, let me say it this way. Spirit is coming through so loud, and thank you, Spirit. They're being like, the whole fucking point of this is that when I'm saying that stuff, right? If there's somebody out there who's listening to this that's like, that's literally exactly me. Like, I was literally just talking shit to my friend or my boyfriend about women who whatever. Like, and yes, it's because that or whatever. That can feel very like, I'm a horrible person. I'm so shameful and disgusting and like embarrassed of this quality within myself, or this desire within myself, or whatever. The whole point of the devil is to make us feel isolated, when the truth is everyone, like the most spiritual good people on the planet have had that experience in some regard. I envy that person, their success, or their money, or their partner, or their body, or their life, or whatever. Everyone. And it doesn't make us terrible people, it makes us people. Now, if we go out and murder that person because I deserve your money, or if I can ever, no one can, like, then yeah, you're a pretty shitty fucking person. Like, but those of us who can acknowledge that we have a problem tend to be the ones who solve the problem. Know what I'm saying? Kind of have to acknowledge that there's a road there to be able to travel on it. If we don't acknowledge that there's a road, we can't really get to where the fuck we're going. And if we can't acknowledge that we have a problem, we can't really get through it. This month, center of your reading, if I didn't mention it before, the devil is hiding appropriately in the position of what is kind of swimming beneath your consciousness. What is maybe going on within you that you may not be aware of? You might be attached to an old version of you, or to a goal that isn't befitting of you, or whatever. And Spirit wants you to get aware of that and sort through it now, because they have beautiful, incredible, lovely things in store for you, and so many people who want to help you. So the last thing they want you to do is get stuck within yourself, shaming yourself, blaming yourself, tying yourself up to things that are not for you. Center of your reading. Beautiful card. 6 of Cups. Innocence, playfulness, joy, friendship, reunions. Resurgence is the word that Spirit just used. So resurgence of life, resurgence of excitement. And how does that come, Sagittarius? That comes through you giving yourself tons of love and compassion. So the Strength card is crossing your reading, the energy most influencing or present or desiring to be acknowledged in your life. The Strength card is one of my favorite cards as an antidote to the devil, because the Strength card is, yes, I know that we all have a beast inside that wants bad things, or, thinks envious or small-minded or petty or whatever thoughts. The more we can bring light to that part of ourselves, the more we can acknowledge, I can be jealous sometimes, or I can be insecure sometimes, or I can be needy or greedy or whatever sometimes. It's the people who are faking that they never feel that way that are the scariest fucking people. The people that you don't know what the fuck to expect from. The people that's like, oh, it's always the quiet ones. Oh yeah, like chopped up his family, ate him for Christmas dinner. Like, always seems so nice. Like, those of us who can acknowledge our darkness tend to be the ones who walk in strength. Yes, I have a beast inside. Me and my beast, we're on good terms. We're on terms where my beast listens to me. Yes, my beast sometimes says, my partner looked at her, we gotta kill her. No, beast, we don't gotta kill her. That's coming from, fear of abandonment that we have, and I understand why we have that. It's because of this. And our beast going like, yeah, okay. So what you're saying is, you're not going to abandon me, right? Like, maybe you've abandoned me in the past because you thought partners or whoever was going to be too scared of the person that has a wild side that is jealous or whatever, right? So we pretended that we weren't jealous, and we said, we're not jealous, we never do that. And on the inside, gnashing our teeth and freaking the fuck out, and then, letting it out in resentment, instead of just saying, oh, okay, this is really cringy and I'm embarrassed, but when I saw you check out that woman, it made me feel really needy or insecure or afraid that you were going to leave me, and I just kind of need to hear from you that you love me and that, like, you're attracted to me or whatever it is. The fear and the shame of doing that, we got to bring light to it. Because when we bring more dark to it, it's like I said, it comes out in resentful little comments or passive aggressive actions or like dumb weird shit, or plain running away because we just don't want to deal, which is a Sagittarian trait. I don't want to feel like this, I'm gonna run from this. I don't want to feel like this, I'll just leave this person and then I won't feel like this anymore. And it's like, yeah, you won't feel like that now. And then you'll get into the next relationship, or you'll start the next project or whatever, and then this will inevitably come up again because it's in there, right? All of us have it. So September is the month to bring some light to it, to bring some soothing magic, appreciation, understanding to your beast, because your beast wants to help you set something free. Where you find yourself, the Fool, on the verge of making a massive change, walking off of a cliff, getting in over your head, and it feels good. It feels good. Now, earlier in your reading, you might have noticed me kind of like get bug-eyed and get excited and go like, whoa. Now, I do that because sitting on either side of the center of your reading are these two flanking each other and even looking at each other. King and Queen of Wands. You're a fire sign, Sagittarius. Wands are fire. So Queen and King of creativity, spirit, excitement, passion, confidence. Have you met your match? And if you haven't, are you searching for your match? Because they are literally right in front of you. Sitting in your future is that partner card. Now, some of you may already be partnered. That's fantastic. Six of Cups in the center, like I said, can indicate reunion, resurgence, anniversary, reflecting on the past, good memories. There is definitely love coming into your life this month, Sagittarius, because the Page of Cups is crowning your reading. And the Page of Cups can also represent the coming of forgiveness, the coming of, like I said, reunion. Some of y'all might have a lover or someone from the past reach out with forgiveness, or reach out with just, hey, how are you? No hard feelings, or just reach out to you plain and simple, and then you get to decide what to do with that. If this person is not a good influence and they're going to make you feel all crazy, handle that. Talk to your beast. The beast is in. The beast is in. You may see the beast now. Go talk to your beast. What does your beast need? What does your beast want? And I mean for real. Like, Spirit is now telling me, sitting in the potential position, Spirit is now telling me it would actually be a really great exercise for some of y'all to like write out or talk out, if you want to like get your phone and just turn on the camera and talk yourself through, rather than maybe writing through your feelings or whatever. It's like when I tell the beast, like, I really want this, what does the beast do? Or when I say, I'm not going to do that habit anymore, what does the beast do? Does it get scared? Does it get angry? What does it say? You know what I'm saying? Get with yourself. Get with your beast. The more that you know yourself, the more that you can grow yourself. Grow your money, grow your opportunities and goals, Sagittarius. If you want something new and different, which it seems like a lot of you want something new and different, new job, new money, new person, new opportunity, new place, then get with your beast. Remember where the magic comes from, because a lot of it comes from your unconscious, which is where the devil hides, you know? The devil's not all that's hiding in your unconscious. And the devil, though, is so often protecting your greatest gifts, your true power. Because, fucking spoiler alert, the underworld is where we hide some of our greatest treasures and gifts. Because, as somebody smart and erudite once said, I'm paraphrasing, we're not afraid that we are powerless. We're afraid that we're powerful beyond measure. Because, oh fuck, if I'm that powerful, what am I doing? Good questions to ask yourself this month, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here, Sag. I really hope that this is helpful for you throughout the whole month. If you want to keep hanging out, I've got a Discord, I've got a Patreon, or you could book a personal reading. I would love also to hear from y'all in the comments if you got stories or questions or comments, stuff you want to share. I love to hear it. Thumb up, thumb down, let me know. It helps me work. Thank you again for being here, Sag. If I don't see you in one of the vlogs, then I hope I will see you in your October reading. Bye, Sag.